a Dryad and then Huntress build, maybe something like that. Sorry, and glaives as well, and then towers maybe as well. I'm not sure. It's a bit of an unorthodox strategy, but certainly I can imagine it's something that'd be very possible, especially against an expanding human with an Archmage. And I'm not sure if Infi started his tech. No, he hasn't yet. Obviously, Infi has lost a lot of units to Moon. He's actually losing another footman there, and this is really this has really hurt his economy because he has to keep on rebuilding so that Moon can't just put on all the aggression they did in game one. And Moon now putting in Ancient of Wonders as well. He'll probably pick up a Panda or something in a second. It doesn't quite have the economy for it, but probably will be going for it soon. He'll want to start his attack soon as well. Obviously, he doesn't have the units he's going for. There are the glaives, and there's the dispel for the dryads. But obviously, the longer he waits, the more economy advantage Infi's going to get. So it really will be in his interest just to sort of win this as soon as possible, and even if that does mean sort of a lesser attack, just as long as he can bring in a couple wisps and then either dispel or put up some Ancient of Wars just to put a clock on Infi as well. That'll all work out very nicely for him, I imagine. Infi really only with sort of 4 footmen at this point. Moon having to run away doesn't get that kill just because of the Arcane Tower, and Moon has so much mana he's not going to waste it all just for one footman kill, but a 5th footman just running there and a 6th being produced. So clearly Infi is aware that he is under threat, and he does actually have the economy to tech, and there's the tech there. So I think Moon's gonna have to run away from this as well, actually losing a lot of mana to 2 Arcane Towers, and is that that's a guard tower there. So clearly Infi recognizes that there is a threat. I'm not sure where Moon's army is gone. Yeah, here's Moon's army here. Not very sizable, but it will be getting sort of fairly sizable fairly quickly now. And Moon catches Infi at the shop, manages to kill the Ogre Magi for level 4 and a Ring of Protection. That's not brilliant, but level 4 is going to be very nice for him, because it's either going to mean sort of almost infinite blink or very strong Fan of Knives. And one defended footman here getting beat down on quite a bit, keeping it in range just because the Dryad actually got hit by his own thing, and so it's actually going to poison himself. That's a bit careless. Infi putting lots of towers out around the front of his expansion just to sort of deter just the type of siege that we saw in game 1. And Moon's Wisp's actually now in a bit of trouble. He'll probably just heal them on the Moonwell and try and run them away. Yeah, that does seem to be what he's doing. And Moon is sort of a pretty odd base, really. A couple Ancient of Wars at the front, and one of them which is actually now producing a glaive, and nothing being produced from the Ancient of Lore. And Infi being forced to TP away. Moon had been chasing down his Archmage this whole time with his Warden just shadow striking whenever he could, and Infi TPing to his expansion where he does have a shop, and so he can just heal off a bit. Another guard tower going down out around front of Infi's base, and these 2 glaive throws, which are 2/0 upgraded as well, which is going to be very nice for him. Now moving, looks like, to the main base. Obviously Moon's decided there's less defenses there, and that does seem sort of right. I mean, obviously there's militia as well, which he's going to need to be careful of, but certainly those towers around front would have just taken Moon so long to take out, because obviously weird armor types for towers, and lots of wisps being brought in, about 6 wisps, which are, I think, the ones that are just being chased from Moon's base, and lots of militia as well. And Moon doing a very nice job of keeping his glaives away, and just constantly chasing the Archmage away whenever it gets close. And Moon actually almost level 5 now, putting up a couple Ancient Protectors in the corner of Infi's base. Infi's going to need to be careful. He's taken out a couple Huntresses, but Moon has now got level 5, and I think that was there was a Fan of Knives there, and so Infi just says GG, and so that's going to be 2-0 for Moon, even with that cancelled second game. So I hope you enjoyed that, folks. I'll try and put these up as quick as possible. Thanks.